There we go. Excellent. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Mass Media Tribe Meetup tonight. I'm so excited. We've got some awesome people on the live Zoom here, and we have our guest speaker all the way from the US of A, Neni Carolina Chacin. And it's going to be wonderful to hear her talk about how to monetize Instagram tonight. But before we get into that, and also a segment that I will present tonight on how to gain free publicity, what I'd love to do is share with you a little bit about what the Mass Media Tribe event is about, and also love to hear from you as to what you do and how we can support you as well. Now I'm seeing some flashing in the top left of my screen. Is anyone else seeing that? I'm seeing like the live flashing on and off. Is anyone seeing that? Is it just me? You are seeing it?
I don't see you live on Facebook on the group.
Okay.
I'm
so
trying to find it.
I'm getting flashing for some reason. It's very
odd. I see that.
Like it's trying to go live and it's not going live. So it's not on the group yet. So what we could do is we could just...
It wasn't just a second ago.
We could just reset it, because normally it shouldn't flash like that. Sometimes we have tech glitches, as you know, with technology. We're just talking to Elena about that before, weren't we?
I think it's what it is. It's toggling. It's toggling between Facebook Live and the other.
Oh, so as long as we're live on the group. No, it doesn't look like it's live on the group at this stage.
No.
Okay. I'll just refresh it.
Okay,
yeah, sometimes we get this issue, sometimes, so what I'll do is I'll just pause. Was that recording? There we go. All right, hello, take two. Welcome to the Mass Media Tribe Meetup. It's very exciting tonight. We have a fantastic guest speaker all the way from Boston. We have the amazing Neni Carolina Chacin all the way from the US of A. And we have some awesome people here on the live. We are going to be hearing about how to monetize Instagram tonight. And I will be presenting a segment on how to gain free publicity as well. I'm Aldwin Alternay, also known as the Media Queen. What I do is I help people get their message to the masses using online and offline media. And of course, the world of media has changed so much, hasn't it, in the last 15 years since social media has come about. And now out of the 7.8 billion people on the planet, there's about 3.8 billion social media users, active social media users, which means that more than half the world's population is on social media. So as much as you may not like technology or you may not like certain social media sites, if you want to get your message to the masses, it's important to be where the masses are. And, you know, one thing I'm really passionate about, having had 36 years media experience personally, and I know I don't look a day over 25, thank you very much. 36 years, it's true, I'm 46, and I actually first featured in the media age 10 for table tennis and had my first media training at age 11. I was a top junior table tennis player in Sydney, and I was sponsored by MLC Junior Sports Foundation at age 11 and was on Cartoon Connection at age 11 as well on Channel 7. And I did my first media training with Joanna Griggs and people like that at a very young age. So got exposed to the media at a young age, and all those years working in TV, radio and print, I got to see a hell of a lot of interesting behind the scenes things in the media. And one thing I can tell you from working behind the scenes as a journalist is that what you see in the mainstream media is not always the truth. And there are certainly a lot of hidden agendas going on out there, I believe, and I've seen it. And as a journalist, I have been actually asked by editors and by my superiors, I have been asked to go out and get angles for stories that were not necessarily there. Right. And I've seen when something major happens, I've seen all the newspapers all get blasted with the same cover wraparound covers that go syndicated right across multiple media all at the one time. And we've seen certainly in the past few months some interesting times with COVID, right, where we've seen the same kinds of stories again and again and again. And I do encourage people to question everything they hear. And one thing I am very passionate about is sharing more truth in the world. I think authenticity is the new currency. And I think if you're not sharing your truth, then perhaps you are living a lie in some way, maybe living a lie to yourself, living a lie to others. So I do encourage you to share your truth and to live your truth, because life is short. And if you're feeling a prompting to do something, to make a change in some area of life in the world, then I suggest that it's a calling from universal consciousness, God, whatever you would like to call it. I believe it's, if you're prompted, if you're moved by something, then I believe that it's a sign that perhaps you have been called here. Perhaps part of your purpose is to actually make a shift in that area. So truth is something that is is a very big topic right now, particularly since COVID. You know, it's amazing the number of truth seekers and truth speakers out there and questioners. And, you know, people are questioning things, what's going on, because, you know, for starters, we don't like this limit on our freedoms that's happening right now. We don't like the fact there's been a crash on the economy. We don't like the fact that there's not proper testing going on for COVID, and all these, like, how do we know any of these figures are actually true that we're getting, etc., etc. So yes, I'm being a little bit controversial right now, and you might say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, right? Now, it's interesting that that term was created by the CIA in the 1950s, and I do encourage you, again, to question everything. Don't believe what I'm saying here, just go out and question everything. And there have been some amazing documentaries that have come out just in the last few months, and Out of Shadows is one of them that I highly recommend you check out. And Out of Shadows had, you know, 10 million views in just a few weeks. It's unbelievable what is coming out in the mass media right now. In mainstream media, though, however, a lot of people say there's so much negative news out there. And that's true. In the mainstream media for years, we've seen a lot of negative news have made the headlines, right? So part of what the mass media tribe is about is helping to share more good news and helping people support each other, giving people a platform where they can learn some new marketing strategies at a very cost-effective way, like free on Zoom, you know, and connect with other like-minded people to help share more truth, more good news in the world, to lift people's spirits, to decrease depression, anxiety, and suicide rates. Now, I've personally had depression over the years, and I have had 4 friends who have taken their own lives. And I believe that if we had more good news in the world, that we could radically change the way that people do life, change the way they experience life, and change the way in general that people do life. Because if you're constantly watching negative news, some people say CNN equals constant negative news. If you're constantly watching negative news, then it will have an impact on your state of mind. And we're seeing it right now. We're seeing a lot of mental health issues. We're seeing about 1 million people worldwide taking their own lives. So if we all do our bit to help share more positive news, imagine how you can lift up the spirits of those around you and those in the wider community. And the good news is that there is actually a good news movement happening across the world. We have the Good News Network now. We have Sunny Skies News. We have Huffington Post. We have MSN. We have news.com.au. All have good news sections. And in fact, just a little while ago, a happy newspaper came out in the UK that went absolutely viral. So I do believe that we are drawn to the light, that we are drawn to positivity. And I think we have been led to believe that, I believe we've been led to believe that, that we need to live in fear, or we need to live in drama, right? By what we've seen in the mass media. And I don't believe that's actually the case. I think we need to be aware of dramas, and obviously with our hindbrain, you know, the fight or flight thing, we need to be aware of dramas. But the thing is not to be consumed by the negative that's happening in the world right now, particularly the stories you're hearing that you cannot control in any way. Okay, there's no point getting depressed about it. All you can do is control how you respond to what is happening out there in the world right now. And that is your choice. And that is where now journalists are actually looking to social media every single day for story ideas, which is very exciting for you. So what you put out in your social media is crucial, because journalists do often hop on story ideas from what they see in social media. So I'm on a bit of a rant here today. I'm getting a bit passionate about this topic, as you can see.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's the thing is, what is it that you're passionate about? You know, what is it that, you know, when you start talking about it, you get all excited and you get, you know, like, I want to shift this area of the world. You know, one of my favorite quotes is the Margaret Mead quote. That's a small group of thoughtful people can change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has. A small group of thoughtful people. Perhaps that's you and I right now. Perhaps we're the small group of thoughtful people that are going to change the world. Perhaps. And I do believe that if you just shift 15% of consciousness out there, like the 100 monkey story, you shift 15% of consciousness, you can shift the world. And I think that's starting to happen right now. So I have a lot of faith and hope and positivity about the future. And I do believe that we can be the change we want to see in the world, like Gandhi says, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. And I think that's really what it's about. And that's why I've started the Global Good News Challenge, which I'll share a little bit more about in my presentation. And it's why I'm a Stand for Good News. I started a Global Good News Day on the 8th of the 8th, 18. And in fact, in just a few weeks, we've got the Global Good News Day coming up again for this year. And I think every day is a day where we can celebrate good news and we can celebrate being in a state of gratitude as opposed to depression, being, you know, appreciating life rather than depreciating or being depressed. Right? I think every day there's things we can be grateful for because things can always be worse. Things can always be worse. And when I've had my lowest of low moments, which I've had depression, as I said, over the years, I've had some really low moments in my life. And when I've gone into those really dark spaces, you know, I've had to remind myself, Aldrin, things can always be worse, right? So I think it's a great thing to remember and to really look for all the things we can be grateful for that we may take for granted, such as our bodies, for example. How much, you know, if you lost an arm or a leg right now and someone said, you know, it's $1 billion for another arm, you'd probably find that $1 billion somewhere and make it happen so you had another arm, right? But, you know, we take our bodies for granted all the time. And, you know, among many other things. So, you know, food, like I just found out the other day, actually doing an interview with my darling father, and I found out that my auntie, first time I in 46 years, I found out my auntie actually died of famine at 4 years of age in the Ukraine during the Depression, died of famine in our family line, right? Unbelievable. You know, we have food to eat. If you have food to eat and you have a roof over your head, you're already wealthy, right? In many ways. So we have a lot to be grateful for. So that's a little bit about me and why I started Mass Media Tribe, to really encourage people to share their message with the world, to step up, to be brave, to be seen, be heard. And yes, it takes something. It takes courage. It takes something to step up. And the fact is, there's going to be people that love you and hate you regardless of anything you do in life. So, you know, the stronger you can be in yourself, in standing true to yourself and your word and what you want to shift in the world, then the better your life will be, I believe, and the better for those around you, because you'll be speaking your truth. Another thing I've been really moved by over the years is animal cruelty. Every time I've seen animal cruelty, I have been so moved that I've often been in tears. And in fact, I watched a documentary called Earthlings. Has anyone seen Earthlings here? Just show of hands. Anyone seen Earthlings? Okay. I highly recommend that you look up Earthlings. It is narrated by Jaquan Phoenix. It's a documentary about how humans have treated animals over time, how we've used them for food, clothing, scientific research. And I tell you what, it was really, really hard watching this documentary. In fact, sometimes I just had to turn away. I couldn't watch some of the scenes that I was watching. And a lot of people say, I can't see that. It's too hard to watch that kind of stuff. But I tell you what, sometimes you need to be shocked to take action on things. And so I watched this documentary. By the end of it, I was literally holding my throat and I was crying, feeling, you know, empathy for these animals and for what they've been through. And I thought, I've got to do something about this. What can I do? And then I did this landmark course. I did a self-expression leadership program, 3.5-month program. And the idea of this program is you go out in the community and you do something you're passionate about. And I sat there for 3 weeks and I thought, well, I want to do something for animals. What could I do? What can I do? And I just thought, oh, well, I'll do a fun day. Oh, what can I call it? I thought I'll call it Animal Action Day. And so I Googled no other Animal Action Day anywhere in the world. So the world's first Animal Action Day was born in 2007 to raise awareness, appreciation, and respect for animals. And we've now done 13 annual events. The 14th annual event, raising money for different charities every year, is going to be on October 10 this year from 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. on Zoom. So anyone can hop in from anywhere in the world, October 10. And it's always held in line with World Animal Week. So that is something that I've done because it's something that's moved me. So coming back to you, what is it that moves you? What is it that when you see it, that moves you to tears or to anger or to joy? You know, what is it that moves you in some way? What is it that moves your body? And what is it that you want to see a change in, or you want to speak up about, or have your voice be heard about? These are just some things for me. So that's enough about me. I'd love to hear from you now. I'd love to hear from everyone on our live. And if you are watching this on Facebook, I'm not sure if we're flashing in and out or not, but I'm just going to let it do its thing because we are recording regardless. So we will have a good quality recording on the computer regardless of what Facebook flashing is doing right now. And the show must go on. So I would love to hear from you. If you would like to share on, and I know we've got a few of our Mass Media Mastery clients here, so I shouldn't be seeing any shyness from you guys. So I'd love to hear from you. Obviously share your name, what you do, something you're passionate about. I'd love to hear from you today. What are you passionate about, and what would you like to get out of tonight? So just a bit about what you do, something you're passionate about, and what you'd like to get out of tonight. So who would like to go first? If you'd like to unmute yourself and go first. What about, should I pick someone out here? Let's see. What about you, Elena? I know you're brilliant with technology, and there you are, you've unmuted yourself. Well done. Good job. Elena, over to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Elena Massey, the intuitionist, and I help people live on purpose with peace and passion. And I'm an EMDR trauma therapist as my more traditional training, and I've been a clairvoyant medium since I was a very young child. And so when I'm working with someone, I'm actually fusing together the more traditional psychotherapy skills with my ability to tap into those high levels of intuition. Aldrin talks about what makes her passion, and from a very, very young child growing up in Nigeria, I've always known with the core of my being that I was born to be a contributor to global peace. And my belief is that we can prevent wars out there when we heal the warring worlds that are going on inside us. And so one of the visions I have is to help people tap into that place of peace, which is innately in all of us when we go to those higher levels of vibration or frequency. Because I believe that the more of us that come together living from that place, we will create and radiate peace. Many of you might be, I'm a highly sensitive empath, and so, you know, selfishly, by helping other people find peace, it gives me the chance to not walk through, I always say that when we've got peace in the world, roses will not have thorns. And that's something I got from Paul Solomon, a writer I was passionate about several decades ago. So for me, as an empath, the more peace we feel, the more we radiate out, and then everyone else benefits from the energy that we are radiating out. So that's what I do.
Beautiful. And what would you like to get out of tonight, Elena?
Social media in all forms. Neni, I'm looking forward to what you can teach. You have to remember that on this call, as skilled as I am in my areas, you have to bring it down to below school level for me, because that's what I need. So anybody here who has any skills in social media, this is one area that my self-esteem is not firing up on. So anything you teach me that's basic, I will love.
Beautiful. Thank you, Elena. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. You know, when you're pitching a story to media or you write a press release, I always say you need to write as if you're writing to a 14-year-old. So a 14-year-old can understand, not saying that you're a 14-year-old, but maybe around some technology things you might feel like, you know, you're just starting.
Aldrin, can we take the one off it?
Yeah. And I keep saying, you know, everything is hard until it becomes easy, right? And if you're having any challenge at all over anything. It just shows that there's growth happening. So welcome the challenge, welcome the growth, and you'll feel amazing once you learn to conquer these things. And Instagram hasn't been around that long either. No doubt Neni will be sharing more about that. But, you know, social media, no one knew about social media 15 years ago, really, you know. So it's all new to all of us. So we're learning all the time. And of course, all the social media platforms are changing so often as well. So it's something that you just need to be constantly, you know, looking at, or outsource it if you don't want to do it. But I think, you know, it is important to understand a bit about it so that at least you know what you're outsourcing as well. Thank you, Elena. That's awesome. Thank you for going first. You rock. That's amazing. Now, who would like to go next? Just unmute yourself, and Heidi, good on you, Heidi.
Hi. I will be brief because I'm really excited to learn about Instagram today. I think I've got an account but doing nothing with it, and occasionally follow other people. So I'm very eager for that. So I'll go backwards. But I'm Heidi C, known as the Changemaker Mum, and what I do is inspire mums and their home educated teens to discover their genius. We've got some profile testing to discover their genius so that families can earn and learn with ease. So live the life of their dreams then. But yeah, learning and earning with ease. A lot more mums are coming home now. I've been homeschooling for 6 years, but a lot more mums are coming home now. And there are ways to earn as well as allow the children to learn about their passions. So I came home from the corporate world to learn and earn my passion beside my children living their passions. So it is possible, and it is with ease. So challenging days, but when you've got the skills, it can be transformed to ease like that. So.
Beautiful. And congratulations on your award nomination recently, Heidi. That's very exciting. And you've got a media appearance coming up, which people have to stay tuned for as well. So very cool. Thank you, Heidi, for sharing. Fantastic. Okay, is that, oh, that's clapping. Neni's clapping for you. She's giving you a virtual clap. Yay.
Oh, thank you.
Do the little Zoom hands, you know, this little Zoom hands business as well. Anytime you feel like sticking your hands up, just stick them up. So we know you've got hands. That's awesome. Okay. All right, brilliant. Thank you, Heidi. Excellent. Okay, who'd like to go next? Just share what you do, what you're passionate about, and what you'd like to get out of tonight. So just unmute yourself if you'd like to go next. Otherwise, I will pick someone. And if you want to pass, that's okay too. You can just go like this. Just go next, go next if you don't want to. Right? I feel very European going, right, next. You listen to me or I kill you, right? No, we don't do that here. This is a loving space, right?
I was thinking royalty. Waving like royalty.
This is the royalty. That's right, royalty. I have all my props here actually because, you know, the media queen does need some very exotic props, right? So
I need to create my own props, actually. I like your props. I need to create my own props.
The media queen needs the props, needs the magic wand, right? Anyway,
if you really want to be here to learn about how to monetize Instagram, you better start by showing up yourself a little more and being a little bit just go for it. Be out of your comfort zone and say something. Just even awesome. Your name.
Awesome. That's good to know, Neni. Thank you. That's a hot tip. Hot tip. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just going to pick people because otherwise we'll be here for ages and people go, no, you go first. No, you go first. No. Okay, I'm going to pick Jax. Jax, over to you. If you don't want to share that. Yay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Hi, I'm Jackson Lilly, and really nice to meet you all. And I'm a writer, editor, writing coach. My passion is writing and telling people stories, really, and I like to encourage people to tell their story, their life story. Everybody's got something special that they can pass on, and not just so. Some people are too shy to, tell the world their life story, but to pass it on to your children or to, the next generation. That's my passion, just to have people leave behind their legacy, and their legacy is your story. If you don't pass it on, it will be gone forever. And I lost my mum in January. My dad passed away 25 years ago, but I lost my mum in January, so that's it for me. No more, well, all my family members are in Europe, so I really don't have any family in Australia. And I think the importance for me was I used to always say to my mum, you know, tell me stories of when you were young. And, you know, she didn't really talk a lot, and my dad was the same. And not having any relatives in Australia, I feel like I really missed out on knowing a lot about my heritage and about our family members. So I'm passionate about helping people write their stories and leaving that behind, whether it's in photos. Some people don't want to writing as such, but having a photo journal and with little information about your stories, or putting it on film or anything like that. You know, digital is fantastic now. You can do digital storytelling, and there's just really exciting ways for people to tell their stories, and that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping people do that. I also edit people's books. Some people want to write autobiographies or memoirs, and I really enjoy doing that, because it's one thing to write a book, but you have to write a book with a market in mind to make sure that the book is the absolute best it can be, so that when people read it, they just get really enthralled rather than have this really long just information in a book. So I won't ramble on, but thank you for listening. And yeah, that's what I'm passionate about.
Awesome, Jax. That's brilliant. And what would you like to get out of tonight?
I'm always wanting to learn. Look, I'm very time poor, so with me it's really very difficult to, you know, if you're writing, then you can't be doing your social media. There's just so much to do in a business. I just find it really, it's exhausting. So if I can learn anything tonight with social media, Instagram in particular, I do have an Instagram account and Facebook account, but I have I get periods when I get really, really busy and I just completely neglect it. So really looking forward to, Nina, what you can teach me.
Awesome. Thank you, Jax. That's fantastic. And it is so important, isn't it, to capture the legacy. And, you know, part of what we were doing just this week with my father's 82. He survived 4 heart attacks, prostate cancer, diabetes. You know, he's losing his hearing. My mum's losing a memory. She's 76. They celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary this year. They live in Bribie Island, and I make time for them once a week or once every 2 weeks. I make time for them. And it's so precious, that family time, because, you know, you never know when they're not going to be here, and we never know when we're not going to be here as well, right? So every time you put yourself out there, you share your story in some way, whether it's in a book or an audio or a video, it's incredibly powerful. And with my dad sharing his story, and we're looking to turn it into a documentary, because it's quite a remarkable story of a guy growing up in Turkey with a Greek mother and Ukrainian father who we never really knew. It's quite an unbelievable story. As a Christian in a Muslim country, what that was like for him, it's a very unusual story, very unique. And how he managed to migrate to Australia in 1970. It's a phenomenal story. And I'm sure you also have phenomenal
Contact
stories.
me.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing, is that, you know, we all have a story of some sort, right? And there's no point comparing yourself to other people's stories, because your X factor is your story. And, you know, and understanding your heritage and your DNA and what carries through, you know, like in our family, we've always had an abundance of food. Now, I know that's a very European thing. We always want to feed people, right? We always had this abundance of food, but I didn't realize until just this week that my auntie died of famine at 4, right? So clearly there'll be some DNA issues around that, potentially around like, oh my goodness, if I don't have enough food, that I could starve to death, you know, like so, you know, understanding your family and what we carry through. And getting some healing around that, you know, I'm working on healing that now, you know, because there's always layers of healing that we can do, and understanding your heritage, I think, is really, really important to understand how you do life, even that you may do unconsciously without realizing. So
That's
yeah.
great, Alwyn. Can I just also add, these lovely ladies have all got something really special, also some skills that are incredible. So to also record that, to also have that written down. You know, you could have a life skill. A lot of them are dying skills. I remember growing up, and, you know, when we came to Australia, there's a lot of Italians in Australia, and I learned things like how they used to, out of like a pig, they used to make everything. They used to use a pig for everything, including making soap, making sausages, everything. Like, there's all these things that are going to die. People are never going to know all these little things that maybe your parents did, or these skills that these ladies have. There's just so much that you can offer the world. So that's what I'm, sorry, I interrupted.
That's wonderful,
I'll
Jack.
mute myself now.
No, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. And welcome, Paula. Welcome. Now, if you've just joined us, please pop into the live Zoom, pop into the chat any links you have of Facebook pages you want to share, or, you know, how we can support you if you have any events coming up. Love to have your links there in the chat, and you can at the end save the chat as well so that you can connect and support each other on this live Zoom right now. Or if you're watching on Facebook, then please pop into the chat on Facebook as well. Any links or any ways we can support you would be wonderful. All right, Diane, are you happy to share today? Awesome, thank you.
Hi, my name's Diane. I'm from Sydney and my business is Sleep Keeper. It's a portable pillow carrier for your own pillow. So you can easily go away and take your pillow. It will compact it to 1/3 of its size, has a handle, slips on your luggage or clips to a backpack. But you always sleep so much better when you have your own pillow. I'm passionate about life in general, and also being very kind, but also the feedback I get from people being able to take their pillows really keeps me going. They're just in awe. So that's what I do.
Wonderful. And what would you like to get out of tonight, Diane?
Definitely the Instagram. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to that, Nina.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Fantastic. Thank you, Diane.
Thank you.
Welcome from Sydney, my old hometown in Sydney. I'm on the Gold Coast now. Who else is on the Gold Coast? Any other Gold Coasters? Yes. Oh, a few Gold Coasters. Okay. Gold Coast. We've got Brisbane. I know Heidi, you're in Brisbane. Anyone else in Brisbane? Okay. We'll find out hopefully where the rest of you are from. Awesome. Okay. So let's go to Dee. Dee, are you happy to share today?
Hi, how you going? Sorry, I was a bit late. It took me a long time to log in, so sorry about that. So that's right. Yeah.
You're here.
So, and I'm sure we met at Wildly Wealthy Women like 10 years ago or something. I think that's how I actually was connected with you to start with. And since then, and from that kind of mindset, I've just released a book called The Dickhead List last year, which is a book that's in gimmicks and a couple of things. But I feel like it's actually a really nice like check up from the neck up book. It's really sweet, but I called it The Dickhead List. So it didn't go down very well with Facebook because they don't like profanity, but it's actually a pretty cool book. But I feel like that was pre-COVID. So I'm writing another book and I'm about to launch a podcast called The MIDI Show, which is showcasing Newcastle musicians for now to promote and raise the vibration and just get everyone, like, it doesn't matter what, like you may have lost your business from COVID, or you're not performing because you're a musician or anything like that. So the MIDI show launches on the 29th, which is next Friday. So it's just hectic. I'm beyond control. And like, this is my studio that I've set up for it. And we're doing like a whole kind of podcast type show around it. So I've just launched, I'm about to launch next week. So I just need the full runs on the board on Instagram and Facebook, and then like share the love.
Awesome. Wow, that's amazing, Dee. Brilliant. So you're in Newcastle, I guess. Is that right?
I'm in Newcastle, yes.
Wow. Welcome all the way from Newcastle. And that's Silverchair hometown, right?
It is. And I think I'm going to get one of the lads from Silverchair in. So I'm just talking with them, and Spy versus Spire coming in, and I've just interviewed a whole lot of people. I just missed out on Tex Perkins from the Cruel Sea. So I haven't even launched yet.
Oh, I love Tex Perkins. That was one of my favourite bands growing up, Cruel Sea.
Oh, yeah, Cruel Sea, Be Suburban.
Be Suburban as well. Oh, we're going back now.
I know. And the whole idea is because Newcastle's so ripe with live music is just to showcase everyone so we can kind of build a kind of a mass community of, being appreciative of creatives in this world.
Fantastic. I love it, Dee. Please pop your links in there so we can support you with that.
Okay, I'll figure out how to do that. But yes, absolutely. Thanks for the links and the invite.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you for being here. How exciting. Brilliant. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. So you can see the passion there, right? You're just about bouncing out of your skin there, Dee. It's brilliant.
And because I love to dance, and dancing, of course, you're exercising, and I exercise for mental health, and I've been in really dark places, and I'm a bit of an advocate. I'm talking about how to, just speak up, and I've got a lot of male friends that have, taken their lives, and so even though I wrote the book called The Dickhead List, and I touched on a lot of this stuff, I actually really feel like it's time for me to step up and shine.
Awesome. That's brilliant. We're in the right place, Dee. You're definitely in the right place there.
Seems like it. Yay.
Yeah. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to Mass Media Tribe.
Thanks. Hi, everyone.
Fantastic, Dee. Don't go away yet.
I want to know how to Instagram.
Yeah. I have abandonment issues when people pop off the Zoom. I'm like, oh no, someone else has left me. No.
I have abandonment issues, period. I'm going to stick around, see what I can find. Get to meet you all.
Awesome, Dee. Thank you so much for sharing. That's awesome. Now, Kylie, what about you? Would you like to share tonight?
Sure. I'm just starting out, so I'll be really quick. I'm studying art therapy at the moment, and I'm wanting to hold classes on the Gold Coast. So I'm passionate about giving back to the community and getting people to tap into their creative side. And so really, I'm just using Instagram mainly as something to be creative about at the moment. So I'd love to know more about how to use it better for business and promote myself that way.
Brilliant, brilliant, awesome. Thank you. So on the Gold Coast, and art therapy, art is a wonderful thing. I love art, and it's so good. It's so good to be creative. And if you know anyone with depression, actually, creativity is one of the main ways that you can help move through depression, is actually by getting creative. So that's brilliant. Thank you, Kylie. That's fantastic. Welcome, welcome. And our lucky last two here, we have Elizabeth and Paula. Oh, we've got someone else joining us. Okay. How about Elizabeth? I can't see you there. You still with us, Elizabeth? Can't see your face.
I am with you.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm just, as I say, I'm just in early stages right now, so I wouldn't really know what to say if I was to promote myself in any way. So I'm just sort of, still working that out.
Okay. All right. Well, can you share what you're passionate about?
Just passionate about really trying to help people to love themselves more. It's pretty much what I'm all about. I think it all starts with us or ourselves, and if we can treat ourselves right, we can treat others right. And that's what I'm trying to put together at the moment. But I just, still building the website, still creating the course, so haven't really got anything to promote at this stage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, other than the idea.
And why you're here tonight? What would you like to get out of tonight?
Learn more about Instagram, how to start promoting on there. I hope to have my website and course finished in the next probably couple of months, and then I'd like to be a little bit market ready when it is done.
Awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much
for
sharing.
Thanks.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Paula, would you like to share?
Hi, I just saw something pop up actually just 5 minutes ago, so just right before I joined. So I joined straight away with regards to becoming more Instagram savvy. And so I have a couple of health and wellness businesses that I've become involved with in the last year. So with Life Vantage and Protandem, and the core product is NRF2. And then just recently the Healy, which recently launched in New Zealand. So I'm based in New Plymouth, Taranaki, New Zealand. And I've been intending to ask my kids to teach me how to become more savvy on Instagram like they are, but haven't had the opportunity. And when I saw your ad pop up, I thought that was a perfect opportunity. So great timing.
Fantastic. That's brilliant, Paula. Thank you for being spontaneous and joining us all the way from New Zealand. That is brilliant. Great to have you with us. And I love that. I love that spontaneity and action that can happen. And it's amazing. You know, sometimes when you plan for things, you know, ages out, you can get very disappointed sometimes. So sometimes when you have no expectations and you come in and you just enjoy something spur of the moment, it can be great. So thank you for sharing, Paula. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Mass Media Tribe. Yes.
Thank you. I'll apologise in advance if I yawn because it's 10 o'clock here already.
Okay, got it. Well, we're going till 9 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time tonight, so we'll be going for another hour and a bit, hour and 5 minutes or so. we're
Very
due to
good.
wrap up then. So I'll be presenting shortly a quick segment on how to gain free publicity, and then we'll be going over to Neni, and then we'll do the giveaways. You need to be on the live Zoom to be able to win on this event tonight. And if you have just joined us, please do pop your links into the chat. Hello, Sue, welcome. Please pop your links into the chat for any of your, Facebook pages or websites or wherever you'd like people to connect with you. If you've got an event coming up, a book to promote, or whatever it is you'd like to promote, please pop in the chat so you can support each other and connect on there. And also feel free to do it in the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook as well. All right. Okay, let's go over to our next person. Who else have we got? Sue. Sue, you've just joined us. Welcome. Would you like to share? What we're doing is we're sharing what we do, what we're passionate about, and what we want to get out of tonight. And just unmute yourself. Unmute yourself there, Sue. Just pop the unmute. There we go. Beautiful.
I'm just harassed, but never mind. I'm Sue. I live in Brisbane. I am the brain connector, and I am fascinated not only by the brain and the body, but I am passionate that people who care for anyone, particularly people with dementia or people who are aging, get the best help that they can, so that over time, as people become more and more frail, become less and less cognitively aware, that the memories that people are left with are good memories, that the caregiving journey becomes one that is of great memory, great memories to them, that they can look back on it and see the humor and the love that there was. So yeah, that's where I am, and I'm sure I should say more, but it's been one of those days, so my head's a bit somewhere else.
Yes, I get it. I know it's been an intense day for quite a few people. It's been a bit manic for some people today. So I don't know what's going on with the planets, but I know we're out of Mercury retrograde right now. So
what's the next one then?
So what's the next one? Yeah, well, time to move forward. Now, this is a great time to launch new events, apparently. Great time to launch new things.
Oh, right. Well, I'll be all right then.
You'll be right. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Sue. Welcome, welcome. Brilliant to have you here. And Neni, would you like to share? I know you are going to be sharing later, but would you like to share what you're passionate about and what you do and what you'd like to get out of tonight?
Yes. Yes, so I am a software engineer, a professional singer for jazz and gospel, and I'm also an automation and optimization business coach. So basically I do coaching for business development online and live, and I funnel all my tools to make sure that people can turn their visions into reality. That's mostly what I do, and my passion as well. Like, I want people to live their life like they're living their dreams. And so I've made all my skills work together to create programs, coaching, consulting, events, entertaining, and everything to teach people how to live their dreams right now and turn all their visions into reality and live the life that they want and deserve. So that's really my passion in my life. And so I do what I love, and I love what I do. And what I would love to get out of this is, if I can feel that if you give me some feedback that you learn something that you can actually implement tomorrow or tonight in your Instagram, that's what I want to get out of this. I want you to leave this this training with some practical tools so that you can actually use exactly the same day, like with whatever basic knowledge you get from here. And if you want to, well, of course it's going to be recorded, so you can go over it again and look at the step-by-step tools that I'm going to give you. And I have lots of little tools to show you, so they'll be recorded. So I'll share my screen if that's possible.
Yes,
Alwyn, and so I will be showing you on Instagram on the screen right now live. It's a technology, I'm a software engineer, so I am a geek, so you're going to see the screen, and I'm going to walk you step by step how to do things. and how to go and use it for your own business and monetize your Instagram social media. So that's what I would love if you can learn.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Neni. Awesome. Well, I do have a short segment just to present on how to gain free publicity. And then after that, we'll be going straight into Neni's presentation. So in the meantime, if you want to share anything in the chat, or if you've had any ahas before we move on, is there anything else anyone wants to say at this stage that you didn't say when you were sharing that you'd like to just share quickly? Any burning? No? Okay, you're good. I do want to say that the Mass Media Tribe events actually started about 2 years ago, and I've run about 30 events now in Brisbane and Gold Coast, physical events before COVID happened, and the events were $10 to $15 roughly to attend when they were physical events. And now, since we've been doing them on Zoom, I'm actually doing these every 2 weeks now on Zoom. We have different guest speakers. They're all free on Zoom, and it's been wonderful to connect with people all over the world with this Mass Media Tribe. So that's just a tiny bit of a background of Mass Media Tribe events. So thank you so much for joining us, and we do have some other awesome events also coming up in the next few weeks. All right, I'm going to share my screen now, and we'll get into the how to gain free publicity. I just want to make sure that you can see this. I'm going to go full screen. Where are we here? Okay, there we are. We'll go to that one. Now, can everybody see that okay? You can all see that? Yes, nods. Okay, beautiful. Fantastic. All right. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've just joined us for the first time, or if you've come to regular events, every event that we do is different because the people in the room are different. I never know quite what's going to come out of my mouth anytime I speak, so I'm not one of these people that loves the structured presentation, although I do have a few slides here that I'd like to share, and then other than that, I say whatever flows through me. So you never know quite what you're going to get. All right, so this is the journey I want to share with you on how to get publicity. Now, my background is I have been a photojournalist for years. I did a media degree at Canberra University, grew up in Sydney, first generation Australian with Greek, Turkish and Ukrainian blood mainly. And it's been quite a ride, I must say, my journey in the media, working in TV, radio, print. And nowadays, what I do is I help people get their message to the masses using online and offline publicity. And what happens when people come to see me and they're ready to be seen and heard with their message, often they feel at that point that they're the world's best kept secret. And you may be here right now. You might feel like you're the world's best kept secret, which is perfect, because anyone who's anybody or is known as anybody, any kind of celebrity or anyone who's known as an expert in their field was once known as the world's best kept secret. So that's a starting place for everybody. And then what will happen is that you'll make a start. You attend an event like this, or you think, I want to learn more about this, or I'm ready now, or you build up the courage, you work on some personal development, you build up the courage, you start to get clear on your message and on what it is you want to do. You make a start, and we may start working together, or you might work with someone else in this industry. And then you start to make some steady progress. You might do a press release, you start to get some runs on the board, you might get a radio interview, you start to make some steady progress. And then before you know it, media is feeding off other media if your story is good enough. And then what happens is that then suddenly you're shooting for the stars. Suddenly you're on morning TV, or you're on some major podcasts, or, you know, things can just go exponential for you. And it could just be one person that can help turn things around for you very quickly, right? It could be just one connection. That one connection could be right here on the live event, on the live Mass Media Tribe event. It could be someone on Facebook who's watching this right now. It could be someone who sees a media post, a media article, a media interview with you. It could be someone who sees, hears, or reads something that you've put out that can just take things to a whole other level for you. And then next thing you know is you are a star. And you may not be a star like some of the big celebrities out there, but you become known as a star in your industry. And these are the keys you need to success. Now, we talked about passion today. Passion is really, really crucial. You need to be passionate about what you do. If you're not passionate about what you do, I suggest do something else, because if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to stick with it. And you definitely don't want to be doing something just for the money, because that's not going to be satisfying for you, and it's not going to sustain you either. It's not going to really fill your cup. So what is it that you're passionate about, that if money wasn't an issue, that you would love to do that thing? I would be doing that as much as possible and start to investigate what is it you're passionate about. What is your purpose? I believe we're all born for a reason. I think we're all here for a reason. And we're sharing earlier, if you're moved by something, I believe that that could be part of your calling in life. Part of your purpose could be to follow that thing. So you need to keep that in mind before you go out with a media campaign or with your media messaging. Then once you get clear on that, another thing you need is package. So one of the other keys to success with media coverage, you need to package it up effectively. Package up your message, package up your story, package up your angle in a way that journalists are going to find appealing. And why would you want to get free publicity? Other than the fact that it's free, right? Why would you want to do it? It's because you have 22 times more eyeballs watching stories versus watching ads. Okay, so people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads or thousands of dollars on ads, and publicity where a journalist writes about you is actually worth 3 to 8 times more than what you're paying for advertising, as far as the credibility it builds, the authority it builds, etc. So packaging your story and your message or product or whatever it is you want to promote, packaging that up in a way that is going to be appealing to journalists. Not only they're going to love you, you're going to get a lot of free coverage that will really help you stand out from the crowd. Then profile. The next thing that's going to happen is when journalists look at your story, they're going to Google you, right? And what are they going to find when they Google you? Now, it's perfect we're talking about Instagram tonight, because Instagram's owned by Facebook, and Instagram is increasing in popularity. No doubt Neni will talk about this a lot more soon. So what's going to come up when people Google you? What are they going to find with your profile? Are they going to see consistency across the board with your social media? What are they going to find with your profile? So you need to really look at that as a key. The other thing is people. Now, people are crucial. We are people in general, right? We're not designed to be in isolation. We are designed to be in tribes, and we are designed to, I believe, support and, connect. I saw a great Native American saying the other day. It said, the left wing and the right wing are part of the same bird, right? People, knowing the right people in the media, building relationships. This is really crucial and a great key, not just in life and in business, but also with getting media coverage. People is crucial. And then there's a process to getting publicity, which I'll share briefly with you, my process straight after this slide. There's a process to getting publicity, and knowing how to do it correctly will ensure that you don't burn bridges, and will ensure that the journalists will love you and they will come back to you next time they want a story on your topic. They know that you're an expert in that field. And then propel. Once you get the free publicity with your offline media, then how do you then make the most of that with your online media? How do you then propel that, take that to a whole other level with the millions of people that are on these channels?
Well, they're really awkward.
Could everyone just mute themselves, please? I can hear a bit of chatter in the background. Please mute yourself if you're chatting in the background there.
Whether
okay,
it's
so propel that to a whole other level. Who is not muted there? Who is the person speaking? Okay, please mute yourselves. All right, propel. Now, there's an awesome media magic formula that I use, and this is my magic wand formula. I did show you my magic wand before. Here it is, the magic wand. So the first step of the awesome steps, these are my awesome media magic steps, is articulate your story. What is your story? Getting clear.
Okay, I can hear through these now.
The wow factor of your story. What is it? So the A for the awesome steps is articulate your story. The W is work angles. So then you need to work the angles of your story to get publicity. The third step, the E, is to elevate your profile. And in that step, it's all about packaging up what you do. And you do need a press release, ideally. If you don't do a press release, you increase the chances that the media are going to get the facts wrong in the story. Okay, so elevate your profile is having a good press release, having good visuals to go with your story. Even with radio now, journalists are putting stories up on their website. So the elevate your profile, packaging up what you're doing with your angles and your story is crucial. S is startling the media, then getting the media's attention once you have that package sorted. It's crucial. Then you need to own your power, step into your confidence, your brilliance, your truth, so that you can master interviews. So the M is master interviews. And please mute yourself if you're not muted. I can hear a TV or something going on in the background there. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right. So the M is master interviews, and then E is explode your impact. They're making the most of your media campaign. So that's the awesome steps. That's the process for getting publicity. And then there's certain benefits that happen once you do that. One is you will have fame. Okay. You might not want to be famous like Oprah or like, like Tony Robbins or people like that. You might not want to be that famous. You might just want to be famous in your industry or so you can charge more and so you can reach more people. Fame is what will happen when you get the publicity. Fortune, you'll automatically earn more money as well. People will want to pay you more because you'll have that credibility and authority status that comes with getting publicity. And you'll have more freedom as a result. Obviously, having more money gives you more choices, enables you to do greater good for the wider community as well and help more people. So freedom, and then leave a legacy. And this is really crucial. Every time you get a media spot, you are leaving a legacy. Whether it's a story in a magazine or newspaper, whether it's a MP3, a radio interview, whether it's an MP4, or whether it's a video, a TV coverage, documentary, or whether it's online video you're doing or podcasting or an online news site, that's what will happen is you'll be leaving a legacy every single time. So absolutely crucial, because one thing to think about is how do you want to be remembered? Now, if you think about the average age of people, they say is about 85 years of age is about the average age that human beings live to nowadays. And think about where you're at right now. That may be a few years away. It might be longer. And, you could live a lot longer than that. You don't know. But, a third of people die by the age of 65. So how do you want to be remembered, and how long are you going to keep putting this off if you have been putting this off? I always say, the best time is now to do anything that you want to do, to seize the moment. Now is the time. Now, I do have the Global Good News Challenge. This is something I started in June 2020 to help lift people's spirits and help decrease depression, anxiety, and suicide rates. And the good news is that we have a Global Good News Challenge happening right now. It started yesterday. We've got a 5-day challenge. You can actually start it any day this week. You can start your 5 days. So you can actually start it tonight if you like, or tomorrow. And the Good News Challenge is basically where you share your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. And the good news can be something about yourself, about someone you know, or it can be something you've seen on a good news network or something online on social media or in mainstream media. They do good news stories too sometimes, the mainstream media. So it could be that, right? So, and I know a few of you here have been doing your good news challenges, which has been awesome. So thank you for everyone who's stepped up and become a good news crusader. It is absolutely free to participate in. If you would like extra coaching and support, then I'm here to help with that as well. If you just go to the Global Good News Challenge page on Facebook, and I will pop the link in as well in the chat here, and I'll pop it into Facebook later if you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube. It'll be going up to Media Queen TV as well on YouTube. So just go to the Global Good News Challenge page, and pinned to the top of the page is all the details about how to do this. You can do it on your personal profile, or you can do it in the Loving Life group. And as long as you just remember to hashtag Global Good News Challenge when you do your description of your Facebook Live, then we can all share and support that. And it's amazing, how just getting into gratitude, just sharing publicly 3 things you're grateful for, how it automatically lifts your spirit and your mood for the day. It's been a wonderful exercise to be part of, and great to see so many people participating. So thank you for that. All right, now I also have a How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity global workshop. My next one is coming up on Zoom actually this Thursday. So if you really want to dig deep into the how to get free publicity, it's from 9:30 to 1:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I also have one in August as well, if that date doesn't work for you. The next one after that will be August 27, the Thursday, August 27, 9:30 till 1:30 p.m. And also encourage you to join my Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook and Meetup. Now, to attend the 4-hour workshop, it's $47 plus booking fee. for one ticket online, which is cheap as chips. There are people that have attended this workshop and they've gone straight out and got publicity afterwards. They've ended up on TV, radio, and print media just from the content of this workshop. So there is a lot you will learn there. There's always great networking that happens. Now, if you are a Mass Media Mastery member, you can come back to as many of these as you like. And also, if you attend this once as well, you are welcome to re-attend as well. So that's the How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity global workshop on Zoom, and all the details are in the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook and Meetup. Now, I do have a Mass Media Mastery program as well that you can find here at my website, aaexpos.com. Details are in Mass Media Mastery, mass-media-mastery. So if you just go to services in aaexpos.com, then you'll find that there. Now, the AA, if you're wondering, my business AA Expose Media, the AA is not for Alcoholics Anonymous. So I'd just like to share that AA is for my initials, and then Expose Media is about exposing yourself in the media. So you'll find details on the program there. If you want some more support in getting publicity, we have some awesome people in our group and amazing people out to shift the world. I'm very grateful for all of the people that have joined this program. So you go to services there. And go to Mass Media Mastery. You'll see all the details. If you want to chat more about that later, just send me a private message on Facebook and we can have a chat if you want to know more about that as well. All right. Now, the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. As you can see right there, anything is possible for you. Now, if there's other people in the media right now that are in your industry and you're not there, it's just because the media don't know about you yet. Okay. So if, you know, no matter what area you speak about, no matter what your business is, there's media out there that will want your story right now. And there's 1,600 magazines just in Australia alone. Literally worldwide, there are thousands of media outlets all looking for stories in all sorts of industries. So the world is your oyster when it comes to media coverage, and it's just about you as to whether are you ready to step up. And if you are, then we have a fantastic supportive group here with the Mass Media Tribe. And this is my last slide here. It's about shining bright, and I really do believe this, and I do believe in the power of one, and I believe in the power of you. May your flame burn bright and light up all those around you. And the fact is that, you know, you're either lifting people up or you're bringing people down. And the 4 friends of mine that took their own life, they had hundreds of people at their funeral. So we don't realize how many people often that we do impact on a daily basis, you know, whether it's in social media or whether it's someone we see at the shop, or whether it's your family member or someone you just speak to. It could be a telemarketer you speak to. You could impact a life. I've had some amazing conversations with telemarketers. You know, these are human beings that we're dealing with here. You know, let's be kind, compassionate, support each other, connect. That's really what this is about, and what the Mass Media Tribe is about: shining bright and lighting up all those around you, and also being the change that you want to see in the world, like Gandhi says. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop sharing, and now I will hand the baton over to the amazing Neni Carolina Chacin for her How to Monetize Instagram segment. If you have any questions at all on the publicity, then we can come to questions at the end if you like, or if you have burning questions, you can pop them in the chat as well. So is there any burning questions actually right now? Any burning questions about publicity before we go over to Neni? Just put your hand up, or put your virtual hand up. No, we're all good. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you for that, and please welcome to the stage, the Zoom stage. Please welcome the amazing Neni Carolina Chacin. Yay! There's all Zoom hands clapping.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alvin, for allowing me to share my knowledge and help some people out, you know, to monetize their Instagram and social media in general. So first of all, like, as you know, my name is Neni Carolina Chacin, and I do coaching and business consulting to really help to turn your visions into reality. And I leverage all my knowledge and skills and experience in the corporate world as a software engineer, in the music business world as a recording artist, and also as a marketing and branding certified coach. So I would like to ask you a few questions before I start. It was very helpful to hear everybody, to see what they wanted to get out of this. So, but I wanted to ask you some questions. So how many of you really have an Instagram account? Everybody? Okay, so there's a few that don't. Oh, there's a few that don't. Or am I seeing wrong? Maybe Elena, do you have an Instagram account? And Elizabeth, I can't see your face. Or
yeah, you could also just do a thumbs up as well in the reactions down at the bottom of Zoom. So if you do have an Instagram account, just stick a thumbs up there.
All right.
So,
so I just want to make sure that everybody has an Instagram account. The other thing I wanted to, so how many of you are not active on Instagram account? Okay, great. So I just wanted to see the level, just to see how much how simple or how complicated, because I have a really, I could go very, very deep, very, very complex. So I wanted to know a little bit about what you wanted to get out of it. And then the next question is, how many of you would like to get some clients and some money out of it? Yes, yeah. And how many of you love to be the center of attention? Maybe not. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, not many of you. Yeah, so it's really a 50-50, right? And how many of you, how many of you think that you are very tech savvy? Okay, so that's great. Yeah, because those are very important questions, because it'll determine how much you can get from the beginning. Okay, so I wanted to, and also how I'm going to direct this, because I did it in a very global way, but I think the most important thing about any social media is to understand what is the goal. Because there's a component of marketing and branding and on any social media, and this applies to everything, that you need to be aware of and be mindful. And then the other thing is the technical part. So how many of you are familiar with the marketing and branding strategies, for example, in general? Not at all, not at all. Yes, just a little bit. Okay, and so I'm going to start. So I'm going to share my screen a little bit to start talking about this. Share my screen, OBS. If you want tips on how to do what I'm doing right now, I'll let you know after. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna go back to Zoom. Go back to Zoom. Okay. Can you share it? Can you see my screen or not? Yeah, you can.
yes, all good.
Yes, you can see my screen, and you can see the, okay. So the key to monetization, the first thing is to know what is your goal. So that's the first thing. When you want to monetize something, you need to know what is your end result. Do you want to get more clients? Do you want to get more money, more resources? Do you want to get your brand, or you want to be known? So it's very important to identify what is the goal of your social media usage. So if you don't know your goal, then you need to set it up. So that's the first thing that you have to do. Now, step number one, set up your goal. I want to just build my presence, or I want to generate more clients. I want to build an audience. I want to create brand awareness. I want to build my brand to make it more known. Or I want to get some money, some income monthly. So that's the approaches for each one of them is very different. And you can always change. Like you can have a week with one goal, another week with another goal. So social media really is about planning. Because when you have a plan to what is your goal for the week, for example, you're going to promote an event. So then all the things that you're going to do on social media is going to be for that. So I'm going to teach you all the different tips of how to do a simple campaign, but this is one of the first things. The first thing you have to do in any social media is know what your goal, be goal oriented. You can do these goals, like I said, daily or monthly or weekly. or maybe at a 3 months, a longer term, like, oh, okay, in 3 months, I want to build my audience to be 1 million people. So then there's the different kind of things that you need to do that. Oh, in 1 week, I just want to promote this event. So that's a different kind of approach, right, for posting. So that is the key important. It's like in life, you know, what is your goal? Is your goal to be a singer? Well, you better study music or do some singing classes and then perform, right? So it's the same thing for social media. Goal is the first thing. The second thing that you need to know about social media is that it really creates your brand and becomes a way and a tool to create awareness about your brand. And of course, as you know, there is a personal brand with your name and a business brand. So if you're right now starting, I would recommend to start with your personal brand. That means using your personal name. Like in my case, I started with Neni Chacin, so I just left it there. I have my followers there, and so I just left it there. But I could create or change the name to my business brand, like automateyoursuccesscoaching.com, okay? So brand awareness is very important. So every single time you're even though you have a goal, you're always aware of your brand and make sure your brand is clean. You're not going to post, you know, what you see with your girlfriend, you know, unless there's a goal to show something specific related to what your goal is, okay? You want to, for example, if you show the food that you're eating, well, nobody really is interested in that unless you link that picture with the goal that you have. Oh, I'm eating because I have an event in this restaurant that I'm going to promote, for example. Or I'm eating this food because I want to be healthy and I am a health coach. But otherwise, there's no relevancy in any of the content that you're going to put if it's not related to your brand. So, and this is all tied to marketing. So what is marketing? Marketing is to go where you want to, like to collect with a net all the fishes so that you can eat and or you can give the food to eat. Okay, so that's what really marketing is. And so social media, and as you know, Instagram will be very helpful for this. So the key point in marketing is that you go where your audience is. You go where your clients is. For example, during COVID, a lot of people are afraid, and the car dealers, for example, are offering to pick you up at home and take you to the dealership and take you back home to get a sale. So the same thing, you have to go where the audience is. In Instagram, you have to target your audience. So you want to know, and I'll show you some of the ways to understand some of the insights, how to get the information, how to get that so that you can target and see what your audience is. And then the next thing is, like I said, the content type. The content type, you really have in Instagram 4 basic content types. You either want to elevate your brand, so you put things that elevate your brand, that make you an authority in your brand. So for example, if you win an award, if you are with somebody that elevates your brand, like, oh, I am with the media queen, so I take a picture with her because I know that she has a lot of followers, so I promote my picture with her that elevates my brand. Another thing is the content about your own programs, your own products, your own services, and that's the second content type. The third content type is about like your success. For example, oh, I signed a new client and this is my result of the client. So you post your results. Oh, I got a new client and then this is a happy client doing something, or this is a person using my product or person using my service. So those are also the third type of content that you can publish. And the fourth one is just wisdom or information or inspiration, positive things, because as you know, positive, actually they made a study, and even though there's a lot of negativity, and negativity is like, you know, if it bleeds, it leads, right? How do you say it? Like if it bleeds,
it leads, or bad news.
Yeah, right. But no, in fact, they made a study that if you post more positive news, it actually gets more views and more engagement. So that's always good, you know, make something, give value. So that's the other most important thing in the content type that you're going to post, is to give value. If you give value, people are going to go, and you give value, and you give value, and you give value, and then you present yourself as an authority, elevate your brand, and that is the key to the content type. Now I'm gonna go deep into the details, okay? So the next part of the gift cards, the highlights and everything, I'm gonna go show you. And I'm gonna switch to the Instagram page, my Instagram page. Yep, you're probably gonna see. Yeah, so let me go here. Up. Let me move here, all right. So do this. Oh, there you go. Can you see the Instagram page? Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Fantastic. Let me, oh, trying to see your faces at the same time. I don't want to miss you. All right. Yeah, there you go. I see your faces. Good. So I'm going to interact with my phone here. And you can see me, right? Yeah, everything's good? All right, technology works.
Yay.
Okay, so the first thing, let me just, here. So let's go into how to monetize. Let's go directly, straight to how to monetize. So the first thing that you have to do is to be noticed. The first thing is, you see here the bio. This section here is the bio, okay, where this middle meet. When you go to Instagram, it looks like this. Of course, this is like somebody else. Like, now you're gonna see what I follow. But basically, this is the main page, right? When you go into the bottom of that, of the Instagram, let me put your faces a little higher so I can see better. Okay, yeah, there you go. When you go into the bottom, you're gonna go to the bio on the bottom. There, in your little icon with your picture, you're gonna see this first main section. So this is critical because this is how people can find your account. So when you create a name, you can create your name with your brand or your business name. So the thing is, what you put on the top, the first thing that's like the basic name, like if I edit my profile, I'm gonna edit my profile here. Here, the name is not gonna be your name again, like your Instagram handle. Actually, you will do your business name, or you will say, I change lives, or I am a medium, you know, for some of us here. So you're gonna see, you're gonna put in the name, you're gonna put what you give to others, like your service or what is in it for them, right? It's always to give value. Then the username could be your brand or your company. Then you have, oh, hold on. Then you have the website. This link, if I can, this is a deeper training, but this is what I do. I have something called Linktree. So in the website field, you can only put one link, unfortunately. And on Instagram, on the posts, the post only, you can only put a text, and they're not clickable. You can only direct people to your link in bio, but there's no clickable text on any Instagram post. So let me just like show you here. In here, there's no clickable text except for an @sign, a tag, okay? So there's no way to add a link, and I do not recommend that you put any link in there. You just say, go to my bio, and you put, and this is the way I do. Go to my bio, I do the tag, and I'll show you this in a minute, but I just wanted to show you that there's no clickable link here. So because there's no clickable link, then the best way is to create, you put the link of whatever you're promoting. If you have just one link, you put it here. So a lot of people, what they do is every week, because they're goal-oriented, every week they will change this link to something that they want to promote. Maybe it's an event registration, maybe it's a website with a landing page, maybe it's their own website. What I have is something really wonderful for Instagram. It's called Linktree. If you can capture that, yeah, linktr.ee. And you can create a free account there. I only use the free account. I try to minimize costs. So free account, and then I create my handle, my username, and this link tree, look, it shows a lot of links. So you can define your link tree. You can create links for any of the things that you're promoting. You can put your package, you can put your product, your shop, all the different things. And as you can see, look, I have everything. I have all these links, so they can go. So I can just say at any time, link in bio, and then I customize this, and I can actually have them saved. I can turn on and off, like the admin for this. This is a different kind of training for a link tree, but link tree is very useful because it gives you one link to put on Instagram, and it was created for that. And you can also use it for other websites and stuff. You know, your profile on Facebook, for example, maybe you don't want to go to a website. Maybe you can send them to Linktree to go to different things, right? So this is a very important thing because this is what they're going to click to actually get the sale, see your product. So this is the most important thing. Like that link is very key. And then the next thing that's most important is this middle section. In this middle section, yes, so you can see it here. You're going to put in the order, first, something that highlights your brand or your business. So for example, #1 seller, like for Aldwin, like, you know, champion of tennis, table tennis, you know, table tennis champion, Olympic winner, you know, something that you want an award or something. So something, the first thing, of course, there's a category that you can set up as well. I'm gonna go here, but I'll show you the category. It's not the next field, but first, something that is catching like, it puts you as an authority, #1. So, or something that's really global, like 360 strategies for optimal life, online automation and success. You know, that's like, oh, wow, it captures my attention. Then I put some things that I am, or with icons, with things that highlight. So little icons, property investor, award-winning singer, coach, and software, something that gives you credibility, you see? And you can use hashtags in the description. That is fantastic because the hashtags is the way people find you. When people go into Instagram, they actually can search for a person on Instagram, like in the search, like this, right? They can just find a person, you know, I find, for example, Aldwin, let's say here, let's find Aldwin, right? Media queen. So I find her, so I see, right? And then if I subscribe, if I follow her, then I will have that on my feed so that I can be in touch with everything that Alwyn's doing. But I can always do a hashtag, for example, tags, like these are common tags. So you see crochet or success, or for example, coach. So people look for hashtags and they actually follow the hashtag. So they have in their timeline anything that's related to coach. So if your profile description is actually #coach, anybody that's looking or following coach is going to get my profile because I have coach in my description. So that's very important. So this is key, how to define your description to be found, okay? Hashtagging in here. And then, and also, and the next thing, the next portion of your profile is an action, like a call to action. So I say, try it here. So it's always like telling them, do this, do this, do this. The more times and the more frequently you do things on social media, on any media outlet, the more they're going to remember it. And you really people have very short, long memory span, attention span. So you have to do it constantly and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. So that is about the description. So once you have that, that is the basic. First of all, I would recommend step #1, set up your brand name correctly, set up your description correctly. That way you're ready to be found. Let's say you have no post, okay? So that's the first thing. The next thing, as you can see, when you go into Instagram to manage, right, there is a way I would recommend in the settings to turn into, so here, you'll see that you have a way to set up a business a business account or a regular account. So make sure your account on Instagram is a business account. And here, I think, link account here. You see? So if you go to account, so in settings, account, right? You go to the bottom and it should say switch to business, or switch to personal, or switch to creator. So there are 3 now. Actually, this is something new. You have a personal account, a business account, and a creator account, because now there's this thing about being a content creator. Content creators are people that create entertaining things for media, for YouTube, for any kind of social media. So now they have a special account type for content creators. And that allows you to do some branding that you can't do with the other, but that's a little deeper. So I'm gonna go basic because I know you guys are in the basics stage. And you can always email me, message me for more details, okay? So the second thing after your profile is set is switch to a business account. With the business account, you get something really, really important, which is this insight here. Insight button, which is now available in the profile, and before it wasn't. It gives you how many people watched your content, and it actually orders it in the topmost watched, or and things like that. So let me just show you here. For example, this is here. So in 1 year, in 30 days, what is in my profile that's been getting a lot of attention. So this is very important, because if you can weekly or monthly analyze your insights, then it tells you what kind of posts get more attention. The more attention you get to a post, then you can use that same kind of image or post to promote your events, your program, your services, and your product. Okay, so that's very helpful. And here you can select, like, for example, you can see how many people commented, how many people followed you from that post, how many people engaged, how many likes, and then you can just study. And analyzing the data that's coming to Instagram is very important for monetizing your Instagram. So analyzing and knowing the numbers of how much attention you get for every post, what's happening, what's the engagement, like, oh, I got a lot of engagement here, so I need to be doing more of that. Okay, so that's very, very helpful to monetize. The next thing, okay, so now let's go to an example of monetization. Well, let's say here. So the next thing is to post. When you post, when you post, the main thing is you create an image that is captivating. One tip I'm going to give you is that Instagram and Facebook and all of them are more are giving priority in the algorithms to videos. So if you have a little video, a 1 minute video that scrolls through images, it's better than having a static image. Even if the image is static and just it's a 1 minute video, it's better than a single picture. So for example, I'm gonna show you this one. For example, I just made this one with, so it's a little video, 22 seconds, It's simple with the iPhone. And it gives some tips, and that gives it priority. Okay? And then the next thing is the content of that post. You need to give value, like I said. You give the value, and then in the bottom, you give a call to action. Every single post needs to have 3 components. First, the text component. And in the past, like maybe last year, people were doing really long posts, like a page long. So a lot of information. That kind of changed now. Like the new thing is just give some, quick tips that it's not a short one, a little long one, so that they can actually give some value. And then you put ... so that they don't see the whole thing all together. And then you do a call to action to go to your bio. Always tell people to go to the link in bio. And then you add 30 hashtags. hashtagging is the key to monetization. Why? Because that's what gets you found. That's what gets you to the client. So, remember when I was talking about going to where your audience is? So try to make a list. So this Instagram, it's more about understanding branding and marketing than actually really using Instagram. Because you need to understand in your business, in your service, your product, and your own personal brand, what are you about? So if for example, if you list the values that you stand for, if you list the things that you are passionate about, the things that you like, and that's where you are servicing your products, then that's what you're going to do in the hashtags. And you should find 30 hashtags. A key to hashtag optimization is to have a mix of hashtags in the how many people follow a particular hashtag. So for example, you will have a mix of hashtags that are in the millions. You have a mix of hashtags that are being followed by hundreds of thousands, hashtags that are being followed by tens of thousands, and hashtags that are being followed in the small category. Why do you want to diversify? In life, we have to diversify. Just like we do an investment, you diversify in hashtags. You do it in different categories, because sometimes it's very hard to be found in the top followed hashtags. So it's more likely that you will be found in the small followed hashtags. So that is actually gives you more visibility. And when you have more visibility, then somebody can click on your post and somebody can contact you. Now, the only way to monetize Instagram is to actually engage or having somebody go to your page and to reach you, right? So how do you monetize clearly? It's you get in contact with somebody that is liking you or following you. That is how you monetize, right? Because you get in contact and then you have a point of contact and then you have a way to sell. Or you have a link directly to a sell, for example, a shop. So that's really the only way. So how do you get a person to contact you, or how do you contact a person? So if you have a post, and there are different ways, right? One way is if you have a post and that post gets, for example, that post gets so many likes, right? You can do cold sales, just like, this is like anything. You will do cold sales, and for every person that liked it, you go and direct message them and say, hey, I see that you like my post. Thank you so much. Would you be interested in having a chat, a free consultation or something? And then you engage directly by the people that are following you or the people that are liking your post or commenting on your post. So direct cold contact is one way to monetize. So you get them to have attention towards you, and then you contact them directly with a cold sale, with a cold contact. That's one way. The second way is to make a post that links to the bio to do a call to action, and then they actually like it, they engage, and then they go and click on your profile, and they go into the bio and click. And if you can actually view in the insights, what are the posts where people went to your profile. So you need to do more of that. So that way you can analyze what kind of post could be done that way. So the other way, so we just did two ways, right? The first is you post, when you get an engagement, you go and do cold sales. The other one is when you post actually something very interesting, you will actually get messages on your Instagram. So the second way is they contact you. Okay. So in here, for example, I have some messages from people that are actually wanting me to mentor them or coach them. Okay. So they actually saw a post and they said, oh my God, I liked it. Okay. So they messaged me first. And so I contact them back and I follow. So it's very important. This is all about marketing and sales now. So it's very important when somebody contacts you or is interested, right, that you follow up and follow through, and then you sell them or you offer them your service and products. Now, another way to get attention is through the stories, right? And I'm going to talk about the stories now. So stories is where it's at right now. Everybody's doing promotions through stories. So posts are good, and there are many things, you could do just to go back to the basics, you know, there's 3 things that you can do with Instagram. You can do a post, and a post can be a video or an image. You can do multiple images at the same time or multiple videos at the same time. I know we're running short on time, right, Albin? Are we running short on time? Yeah. I'm going to wrap up. Yeah.
So it's another session with you, Neni, because this is fascinating.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's so much. Yeah. So anyway, so we have different kinds of posts. So you can do posts. You can do long videos, more than 1 minute, and those will go into the IGTV. More than 1 minute videos that will actually get automatically posted to your timeline if you do it. And then the third thing that you can do is post stories. So in the stories, for example, I'm going to put my brother's story. So my brother is a CrossFit trainer and he trains people. And so he showcases what he does so that he gets clients. Okay, so people are looking at the stories and they say, okay, so he's really good and I see that he's training very well. So I'm going to send a message and I say, I like it. And then actually, every time somebody puts a message that I like it, he will actually reply back. And that's the third way to contact back. So then you reply back to each of them. This is another person, she does training and she posts this, right? And to promote the events for live training. Okay, so that's the other way to monetize. You put in the stories and you get engagement, and you contact them directly. Let me see. Let me try to do one particular post. Like let's say this one. So this is how you would do a post. You select an image, as you know. And then you would write a caption. So tagging, when you do a post, another way to get attention is to tag people. So for example, if in the post I tag Aldwin, or I tag some other brand like maybe Chanel, or maybe another coach that is has higher followers, then I could get more attention through that. Now let me go back just to wrap up. Maybe we'll call this part 1, huh? We'll call this part 1, and I'll wrap up for now. Yeah. So I talked about, so gift cards. There's a new button actually on Instagram that you can actually define a gift card. You have to subscribe to a gift card, online gift card link, and I can share some of the gift card links, websites, and you create your gift card links, and then you can put your gift card on Instagram as a button, and you can configure that as well as a description. Stories sell, like I said, like if you put stories, you just generate stories, and you generate stories every day. It's kind of like a full-time job to fill in Instagram, but you create stories and then you promote your stuff. Hashtags is how to be found. Follow up with and all the engagement that you have, likes, comments, direct messages, just follow up and do cold sales. Tagging, it's also important, so you can elevate and you can get more visibility by associating yourself with a bigger brand. And the shop setup, and there is a way to set up a shop, and we can do another training for this. But if you have, I'm going to stop sharing now. Let me see. Stop sharing. How do I stop sharing here? Wait.
Should be down the bottom near share screen.
Yeah, but I lost the. Oh, here we go. I see it. Stop sharing. Okay. Yeah. So for creating a shop, you have to actually create a shop on Facebook, and then you link it to Instagram. And that way, when you tag a person, you can actually tag a product. You define your products, and then you can tag it. And that's another way to monetize Instagram by creating a shop on Facebook, linking Facebook and Instagram, and then when you do a post, you tag the product. So that's pretty, like, in general, like, I know it's a lot it's a lot in just a half hour or so, but if you want more details, I have a YouTube video where I also talk about some of the details and the highlights and how to create things. Let me just share here. I share it.
That would be good to have actually underneath this video as well on the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook, to have that link in there too, Neni. That would be wonderful, as well as
I'll share the video. I shared it at the beginning here. Here's the video with my Insta Smart video, a YouTube video. It's out there, Insta Smart, that has even more details, okay, on how to, but it a little bit about everything that I just talked about. But if you want more details on on how to create content, I use the app Over. It's a free app and to create content, and it's really helpful. I use, like I said, Linktree. Over app for content. I have Linktree. Linktree. You can find Linktree for Instagram, for link in bio, and you can have. So those are the most and create a Facebook page with shop up. And link with Instagram. But that's, of course, because maybe some of you don't have the Facebook. So just with Instagram, you can just do all these things and monetize. Like I can tell you how many, I have some clients that come from direct message, other clients that I see, like, for example, if you do a live, one thing I wanted, if you do a live, like ideas for creating, right now everybody's doing lives, as you know. If you do a live, I'll give you some ideas. So ideas for going live would be hosting a Q&A, go live with someone in your audience or interview them, showcase and explain your products and services, teach your audience how to do something, or create a live series. I have several live series. I have my Conversation live series. I have my Guide for Entrepreneurs live series, and I have other things in there in my IGTV. But there's a lot of things you can do. Just that platform as a media outlet is gigantic, but you can monetize it. As soon as I post something, I get live, then people ask me questions, people engage, people send me comments, and you don't have to be a million people follower. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to have hundreds of followers. Like I said, I have less than 2,000, but they are buyers. So that's the most important thing. That you don't care if your audience is an audience of 300, but they are real followers, real organic followers, and don't pay for any followers. Don't pay for anything, because the algorithm catches it and they will get removed. So do it organically. The growth is very slow, so be patient, be true to yourself, post things that are really aligned with yourself, define your 30 hashtags that you want to associate with your brand. Categorizing and diversifying the way I said, and use it that way. And little by little, with those 300 people, 200 people, then if half of them are a buyer of a $10 product, there you go. You can monetize it. But of course, you have to have behind a good product, a good service, and something good to sell, right? So that's another thing. Like, your product and your service needs to be of value of people and needs to be a good one. A quality product that they're interested for the time, because remember, we're in a global pandemic, we're like bombarded by all kinds of things. So you have to be mindful, have situational awareness of what you're going to sell to them. Like, for example, I don't promote anymore, live your dreams, because nobody wants to live your dreams right now. Everybody wants to be healthy. Everybody wants to monetize things. So I don't post that, even though I'm about the live your dreams girl. I don't do that because that's my brand. I just do, how to monetize this, how to get by with the COVID, how to optimize this, how to get more time, how to have a different mindset for these times. So you have to really have situational awareness to sell your product or service. Okay, so that's it for now, and maybe we'll do another one more detail, like specifically, but thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. I didn't read the comments yet, if you put any comments, because I was in the screen, but I will look at them and answer anything. If you have any questions, please do ask or send me.
That was unbelievable. Big round of applause for you, Neni. That was awesome. Absolutely brilliant. We could do the Zoom hands. Loved it, loved it. There was so much in that. My goodness, you jam-packed so much great information in there. And there were a few questions actually in the chat. Is it okay if it is 9 o'clock, is it okay if we've got to go just a little bit longer? We've got some giveaways. And for any questions and answer, if you do need to go, then please go. But is it okay if we just keep going for a bit longer and answer some questions, or... is that okay with everyone? Yeah. Fantastic. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So we did have a question from Sue. Is Linktree like Bitly? No, it's not like Bitly. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. It's not like Bitly. All right. Great. Bitly is where you make things shorter, right? You make the URL shorter. That's Bitly. Is that what you were asking, Sue? Was it Linktree like Bitly? Oh, okay. So okay, great. A lot of people said they loved it. They really can't wait for part 2. I think we're going to need part 2, part 3, part 4. I think we just want to keep going with you, Neni. I think this is so good.
There's so much. I mean, I tried. I mean, I made actually enough for 2 hours, so I didn't know how much, because you said from 5 to 7. So I said, okay, I made enough content for 2 hours.
Okay.
So I decided, but I had my outline, so I know how to shorten and
perfect.
How to shorten a story or not, or lengthen it. So it's okay, but we can do, this is like the initial, you can look at the video, how to get Insta Smart, and then next time we can do a specific area, for example, stories, and focus on the stories and how to monetize the stories, for example, with ads.
Yes. I think it'd be great to have you as a regular with us at Mass Media Tribe. It's so awesome. Do you know, Neni and I met in LA, and we were doing selfies together at a big entrepreneur event.
Yes.
I was showing Neni how to do selfies, wasn't I?
Yes. I thought I was the selfie queen. I thought I had invented the selfie, and it turns out the media queen was the media queen. I had never met her. And I met the queen of media, and she was so amazing with the tips that she gave me for selfies. And these are the tips that you need to get, because when you do content for media, for social media, video, promotion, any kind of media, TV, for anything, that's very key, because we are right now alone. We're depending on ourselves. So we have to create our own content. So how to create the best content with the little phone, right? And then she gave me this tip, and now I do it. I really put it high, and it really makes sense, and I do it every time, and I remember every time. She said, oh, put it like this, and it just makes a huge difference, how to take your content, and remember, people don't buy your product or your service. People buy you. That is so important to remember. So if you are the face, you are the brand. So you need to show your face. That's why I was asking, like, who is like not very comfortable being the center of attention. It's very important for your service and your products to monetize anything, is to show yourself and be confident that no matter how you are, where you are in your life, what's happening right now around you or inside you, that you have something special to give, and you know that there is something special out there that is waiting to receive your gift of a product, a service, of your person, anything. So it's very important that you are just, I know you're maybe shy, maybe you're introvert, but they want to buy you. They want to see you. It doesn't matter with everything that's going, with our imperfections, with our vulnerabilities. I'm not perfect either. Nobody's perfect here. Nobody's perfect. We all have our financial ups and downs, our personal ups and downs, our business ups and downs, our family's ups and downs, and we all relate. And we can only relate if we show those common points. If we show our humanity, if we show our vulnerability, and showing how you succeeded in those in rising up, because it's not, you can show that you came down, but how you succeeded, like getting up and continuing. And sometimes we don't get up yet, right? We just continue. So if you just show them that in your Instagram, in your post in your media, like just very candid self.
Yes, oh, I love that, Neni. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you. And, you know, I often say that we're 1 in a billion just by being born. We beat about 1 billion other swimmers to get to the finish line just by being born. And it's amazing how hard people can be on themselves sometimes, you know. And I think if you can come to a place of loving yourself just as you are and as you're not, everything that you've done up to this point has brought you to this point in life, and celebrating who you are and celebrating all the ups and downs and rounds that happen on the roller coaster of life. Celebrate life, because it is so damn short, right? Life is so damn short. When you think of eternity and think of how life spans on the planet, we're like it's here and gone in no time, right? So, you know, I think there's a reason we're here right now. There's a reason you're watching this. There's a reason you're on the Zoom call. There's a reason we connect with the people we connect with, right? And I think it's about celebrating that whole journey. And, you know, platforms like Instagram are fantastic to help share that and connect with others. I think connection is so crucial. And, you know, we are at a point where we're more connected in some ways than ever before, and more disconnected in other ways than ever before as well with technology, right? And so, you know, what I love about Zoom is you feel like you're right there in front of people. You feel like you're with people with Zoom, and I love that. So well said there. Now, there's a few other questions. So Heidi says, this is so good. I'm so glad I'm here learning this. Thank you, Heidi. Diane says, when you change to a business account, do you lose all your followers and have to start again?
No, it's fine. It just switches. So the only thing is it enables the insight capabilities and enables some links and some properties and settings that you wouldn't have otherwise. But no, it's perfect. It's just you switch and it just enables more stuff. That's great.
Good question. Good question. And Heidi said, great question there. Heidi says, another session, please. Thank you, Neni. Looking forward to part 2. Diane, yes, I agree. We need part 2. It's been wonderful. Thank you, Neni. We have over app for content. Oh yeah, it's Neni. So Neni says over app for content, link tree for Instagram for LinkedIn bio, create a Facebook page with shop and link with Instagram. Dee says, thank you so much, Neni, Alden, Heidi, and ladies. Jack says, so awesome. Thank you, Neni. I've learned some new things. I've been implementing them as you are speaking. Awesome. That's good. Action taker there, Jack's awesome. Paula, great content, and part 2 would be fantastic. We're able to get a copy of this recording. Paula's asking, this is actually live streamed now to the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook. Now, if the recording is a bit jolted because I'm seeing flashing going on, what I'm going to do is the high definition recording that I'm also recording onto my computer, I will put that up on Media Queen TV on YouTube. Okay, so the actual recording will also be on Media Queen TV on YouTube if it comes out patchy at all on Facebook. Okay, and that's the thing, is when you do live stream from Zoom to Facebook, often the recording quality will reduce, and that's why I always, if you're going to live stream from Zoom to Facebook, always also record on your computer or in the cloud. Okay, I highly recommend. There's a little tech tip for you. Okay. Yes, part 2, amazing content. Kylie says, such amazing. I'd love to see part 2. Definitely part 2. We're definitely going to book that one in. Thanks so much, Elizabeth says. Thanks so much. Part 2 would be awesome. Great info. Big love from Heidi. It's 11 p.m. lol, Paula. Oh, 11 p.m. Oh, Paula. Thank you, Paula from New Zealand. Thank you so much, Paula. And what time is it for you now, Neni, in Boston?
Now it's 7 p.m. 7 a.m. I'm sorry.
7 a.m. Beautiful. Okay, I found Linktree. Jack's found it. Excellent. Thank you. Sue had to run off. Thank you, Sue, for being with us. Thank you so much. It was so good. Excellent. We've got lots of links now. If you are on the live Zoom, you can save the chat. Now, we are going to do giveaways in just a moment. But if you are on the live Zoom, just go down to the 3 dots where you type in your message. And there's actually the 3 little dots next to it. It says to everyone, file, and the 3 dots. You can click on the 3 dots. It says save chat. Okay, you can save the whole chat on there. Okay, if you want to, or you can just copy the whole lot and put it into a Word doc or something as well. You can do it that way. All right, I'm going to share screen now. We're going to do some giveaways. Now, you are welcome on the live Zoom today to also give something away if you would like to promote something. I am actually going to give away a ticket to my How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity workshop, which is on this Thursday. So I'm going to give away a ticket to that right now. Neni, do you want to give something away today?
Yes, I will have give away a free consultation for anybody that wants to join me. So a free free initial discovery consultation. So for your Instagram, for whatever you want, for coaching, for a business, or business development, or for life coaching.
Fantastic. Awesome. Awesome. And anyone else want to give anything away while you've got the opportunity to promote something? Just unmute yourself if you'd like to do a giveaway, and we can do that in just a moment. And while you're doing that, while you think about what you'd like to give away, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the wheel of names. Now, this is a way that you can do giveaways online. It's very funky. I've actually put all your names in here. Now, Sue has left us. So we'll take Sue off. I think we have lost a few people. So let's see, we've got, who else have we lost here? Anyway, whoever's here, if you're here on the live Zoom, you can win something. All right, so let's do the consultation first with the beautiful Neni. Thank you so much, Neni. Okay, and to win the consultation with Neni, that one goes to... Oh, no. I'll give it, I mean, I'm going to remove myself. We'll have a chat, Neni. I'd like someone else to win this one.
Well, yeah.
But we'll do some work together, so it's all good, Neni. I'll give that one away to someone else. Okay. All right. So the winner is
Oh, no. Diane.
Right on the cusp almost. Diane, congratulations. Diane, is Diane still with us on the live? You need to be here on the live to win. I know we've gone a little bit over time, but is Diane with us?
No, Diane is not here.
Oh, Diane.
No.
I'm sorry we've lost you, Diane. We're going to have to do that again because I did say in my integrity that you need to be on the live Zoom to win. Yeah. So we'll do that again. All right.
I hope it's not me.
So this is your... Elena, congratulations. You've won Elena. Well done. Well done, Elena. You have won a session with Neni.
Elena, send me your email, Elena.
Wonderful. And Elena is with us, isn't she still? Elena?
Yeah, she's there.
She is. Yay. Congratulations, Elena.
Thank you so much.
That's
send
wonderful.
Me your email.
And that's
send me your email in the chat so that I can we can schedule the session.
And that's perfect. You've won that, Elena, because Elena was really battling with technology today. So that would be perfect for her to work with you on that. That's awesome. Okay, now for a ticket to the How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity for our global workshop that's happening this Thursday, 23rd of July, 9:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, goes to Elizabeth. Is Elizabeth still with us? Elizabeth? Yes, there you are. Congratulations, Elizabeth. You've won a ticket.
Thank you.
To the workshop on Thursday. If you can't attend Thursday, next one will be August 27, I believe, the next date.
Awesome, thanks.
Well done. Okay, now anyone else want to do a giveaway and promote something while we're here? Here's your chance. Just unmute yourself and just speak up while you have the chance. Speak up if you'd like to give something away. Dee, I can see you unmuting yourself.
Yes, I did unmute myself. Well, the only thing that I can give away is a copy of my book of the Dickhead List, which is for online daters post-divorcee. If I have any ladies in the house that are up for that, I'm happy to give that one away.
Awesome, fantastic.
I don't have a copy. I can run upstairs and grab a book if you like a copy of it. Otherwise, you just go to dfaith.com and there's a book of it. But it's a very good book, and I've been speaking with Netflix about this book, and so there's something in the background.
Oh, that's awesome, Dee. Well, look, I've been online dating for years, and it's been an absolute shocker for me. I've got so many stories I could write a book myself. So I don't recommend doing it the way I did it, but I'm sure you would have some great tips.
Oh, I'd love to see. Can I send you a book as well as the winner?
Sure. So, needless to say, I'm still hashtag single. So
I'm going to send you a copy of my book.
Thank you.
Are there any other single ladies? Otherwise, that's all I've got for now.
All the single ladies. Okay, for a copy of Dee's amazing book. That is fantastic. Thank you, Dee, for that generous gift. Yeah. And the winner is who's it go to?
Oh, Neni.
Neni, are you single?
I am. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I need. That's exactly what I need. I was thinking, I'm going to win this. So.
Yes, you won it. Okay, that's 2 books. Fly. And with the any other single ladies? Because there's only like 3 others. Like we could all be, you know.
Single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single.
Oh, the single ladies. Oh,
all the I feel like I'm doing a belly dancing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just about to shake my hips.
I need to leave these single ladies. I've got to go. I've got to actually make a quick phone call.
Okay.
But I'm happy to offer a coaching session again if you let me know who won, and I can tailor it for.
Awesome. Okay, for Heidi's coaching session, it goes to Paula.
Hey, New Zealand.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks, Heidi.
Cool.
Thank you.
Can you put the your name in the chat?
Paula Harvey. Yeah, and definitely private message each other on Facebook. Put in the chat.
Yes. Actually, I've sent you a friend request too.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's wonderful.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Lisa, add each other to the Facebook and social media. Please follow each other. Yes.
And please, thank you, Heidi. Thank you. Bye. And please pop your links also under the recording on YouTube on Media Queen TV when I get this up there, and on the Facebook group Mass Media Tribe as well. Anyone else want to do any giveaways? Last chance. Yes, Paul. Oh, we've got a few. Okay, Paula, what would you like to give away? I've only got a few, but everyone's a winner, baby. Paula, what's like to give away?
I'd like to give away a yearly residence program. I've only just ordered it, so it's not due for a few weeks, but we can do remote sessions. So when that arrives, I'm able to do that. So I'd like to gift one of those, please.
So remote. So just repeat that again, exactly what it is.
So it's about balancing your body's frequency. So it's a microcurrent device. It's a class 2 medical device, clinically prescribed for the treatment of pain, anxiety, stress, depression, joint issues, and many more things. So it's all about getting your frequencies all balanced and even.
Awesome. That sounds amazing. Thank you so much, Paula. That's fantastic. And the winner is Jax. Jax isn't with us, is she? Is Jax with us still? Oh. No, she's not. She's not here, is she?
Is she?
Everyone else would have won a prize then. Well, you've got to be here on the live, so there's only a few left. And the winner is Kylie. Congratulations. Kylie, it goes to you. Congratulations. So Kylie and Paula, wow, that's fantastic. That's an awesome gift. Thank you, Paula. So please, you two connect on private message or in the chat. And the last prize, we've got 2 people left, Heidi and Dee, to win a prize here. So everyone else has won a prize, obviously, because I've removed your name if you want a prize. So Elena, you wanted to give something away?
I'll give a strategy session in relation to EMDR, which is a trauma approach. So if anybody has a challenge that they're going through and they would want to get to the core of what's causing it, then I'm happy to give a session on that.
Fantastic. That is awesome. And the winner, you've got a 50% chance of winning this, Heidi or Dee. The winner is Heidi. Oh, Heidi's left. Heidi's left us.
My
and I'll give it to Dee. I'll willingly give it to Dee.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dee. Congratulations for winning. Everyone's a winner, baby, who stayed on the Zoom till the end. And I know we've gone a little bit over time. Thank you so much for staying with us for the giveaways. You do need to be on the live Zoom to be a winner. It's funny, everyone's been a winner, baby, on the Mass Media Tribe events for quite a while now. So I just need that song going in the back. Everyone's a winner, baby. So everyone's a winner, baby, here tonight. And if you're watching this, you're a winner too, because you're 1 in a billion. All right. So just remember that you're 1 in a billion just by being born. You are extraordinary. You have a great story to share. Just very quickly, some upcoming dates for some upcoming Mass Media Tribe events, just so you can get them in your diary, because they're not all advertised just yet. But the place to find the upcoming events for Mass Media Tribe are in the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook or Meetup, and go to the events section and you'll see the upcoming events. So the next one we have is with Nick Cree on the 5th of August, 7 till 9 p.m, always the same time, 7 till 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Nick Cree is the director of Positive Business Online. He does websites. He's going to talk about top 21 apps for marketing. Top 21 apps for marketing. That'll be fantastic. 5th of August. And then the next one after that, we've got the 19th of August. We've got 7 till 9 p.m. again, Australian Eastern Standard Time, Toni Lontis from Radio Tony. She's going to be talking about online radio and podcasting. So that's 19th of August again, Toni Lontis, online radio and podcasting. And no doubt we will have Neni back shortly after that. So, so maybe if we have a chat after this, Neni, we'll book a time with you for our number 2 of the Instagram session, how to monetize Instagram. And we've got a few other amazing guest speakers as well in the wings. I was just in Bundaberg the other day. I was speaking to a Channel 7 reporter there. Who is keen to come on and speak. And I've got another guy that runs Bundaberg Now. That's a council website that's all about positive news. He's going to come on as a guest speaker as well. So they're just a little taster of what to expect at some future mass media tribe meetups. I've got some awesome people coming along sharing how to get your message to the masses. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for those who donated prizes. Thank you so much, Neni, for the amazing content. Thank you for joining us on the live here on the Zoom, and everyone who's been watching this live on Facebook or watching the recording of this. If you're watching this, you like what you've seen, please comment, like, share what you've seen here. Comment in the chat below, what did you get out of this session, so that we can reassert the learnings. Please comment what is the main things you've got out of tonight's session, so that we can keep sharing the love. Any final comments from anyone else before we wrap up?
No, I don't know if I'm on mute or not, but thanks so much. And I'll PM you and Neni and send those books in the mail.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for your generosity. It really is brilliant. They say that to receive more than you give, always give more than you receive. So, you know, what comes around goes around, right? The law of attraction, law of reciprocity. You just giving, like Neni said too, keep giving great quality content. Keep giving, and it always comes back. Not that we do it for it to come back, but that's just how the law of the universe works.
That's how it works.
It's just how it works. So give and you shall receive. Thank you so much, Neni. Neni, any other final comments from you?
Well, the final comment is thank you. I'm so grateful for everybody to stay until the end to listen to Alwyn, and I'm so grateful for you, for having met you, and for allowing me to share my knowledge, my wisdom, and experience. I am so grateful that you are going to take action tomorrow, because, or today. Nothing makes sense if you listen to something, watch something, unless you put it to action. So it will make me really, really, really happy if you actually take action on it, okay? Even if a small action every single day. I'm so grateful for you all. I am here in Boston at your service, and I'm here to serve. That's all I do. I want you to live your dreams, turn your visions into reality, live the life that you want and deserve, monetize your Instagram, and kick ass. Can I say that?
Thank you. Thanks, Aldwyn. Thanks, Neni.
I love that, Neni. Remember to save the chat. Any other final words, Paula, Elena?
How do we save the chat? Sorry.
Save the chat. Go into the message. Go into the message section where you go to type a message, and you just go over the 3 little dots on the right next to the file. And in there, you just go save chat. So then it goes chat saved, or save it to your computer. Paula, Elizabeth, Elena, thanks so much for staying till the end.
I already saved it.
Thank you.
Any final comments from you guys?
It was just awesome. Really appreciate your time.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It was a fabulous, fabulous session.
Brilliant. Thank you. I think we're getting better with age.
You have to do regular, like maybe we'll do a regular online marketing training or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great idea.
Yeah, we definitely want to hear more from you, Neni. So so if you're free for a chat straight after this, I'd love to book another time with you so we can let everyone know when you're coming back for number 2.
Yes. And automate your success. That's where it's at. Automate your success.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Elizabeth, any comments from you? I can see in the background there.
Not really. Just I will definitely attend the Neni when she's on again. That's for sure. Awesome. And I look forward to coming to your media mastery class. So thank you for that gift. It was cool. Good bunch of ladies.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think Lee might have been a guy at the beginning, but he obviously couldn't handle all the feminine energy here. So I think Charlie from Charlie's Angels Charlie had to hop off. Well, he did say he had no clothes on, so maybe he went to get some clothes. I'm not sure. But anyway, thanks for hopping on.
But in the replay, I'm sure that the replays you will get like more men than women.
Yes,
so
I'm sure.
Probably more men spectators than participants, but so it's good. So we'll be even with the audience.
Absolutely, yes. Now,
when will the replay go up?
Well, this will actually be, it's been live streaming straight to the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook. But if the recording's a bit patchy, what I'll be doing is I'll be putting this up on Media
YouTube.
Queen TV on YouTube, which I could get up, if I do it after this, I could get up in the next few hours. So, make sure you subscribe to Media Queen TV on YouTube. If you haven't already, I've got over 400 something videos on there. I've got amazing interviews with the likes of David Icke, who was recently banned on YouTube. He had a million subscribers on YouTube, and they banned him because of some of his controversial content. And I have an interview with him from 2016 that goes for 72 minutes on that channel, and a whole lot of other very interesting content. So
can you repeat it again, please?
So Media Queen TV is the YouTube channel, Media Queen TV. If you go Aldwin Media Queen TV, you'll find it. Media Queen, the symbol is all about stepping up with your message no matter what your background. So that's what that symbolizes, and really celebrating your uniqueness and the wonder of you, the magic of you. It is time perhaps to stop being the world's best kept secret, time to step into the star that you are, and really make the difference that you are here to make. And it's been such a pleasure and honor to be with you tonight. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing and for giving so generously, everyone who came on the live event. It really has been very special tonight. And any final words from anyone else? Love, lots of love, big love. Big love, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you at an event soon. And make sure you connect on Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook as well. Thank you so much. And you'll be seeing us again soon. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. And remember, be the change that you wish to see in the world. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Aldwin.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.